What's happening? The Hilo has been retired by popular demand.
By unpopular demand?
Oh, unpopular demand, but either way, we're
It
back.
wasn't very popular.
This is Tranmere March edition. We're back live in the studio apartment.
Oh yeah, this is the life, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had a brew.
Yeah.
We've had a nice little JD.
Yeah. Only
Raided
one.
the fridge.
Yeah. Whoever were the last sponsors in the media suite, was he Morgan Sinclair, is that?
Morgan Sindel. Morgan
Sindel, thanks. It's on there to have this, so thanks very much for this hot toddy. Ooh. If not, it's a cup of tea, we're professional, but we're back with the March edition of This is Tranmere. My name's Matt Ibbott, Tranmere fan for all my sins, DJ over in Liverpool, blah blah blah, joined by the illustrious podcast panel of JK and Paul Harper. Introduce yourselves.
JKO, the unofficial voice of Tranmere Rovers Football Club.
Excellent.
Paul Harper, communications officer now of Tranmere Rovers.
No longer assistant to the regional manager.
Although my badge, I don't know if
says
they can see that.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Assistant to the regional manager. So
excellent quality badge. Have I printed that one?
Yeah.
Extra sketch.
Well, yeah. That's as high quality as a photograph you can take of me.
It doesn't even look like it.
Yeah.
That was your passport photo.
It's
like Mo Farah.
It's black and
Getting
white.
harassed in an airport.
Yeah, you can't actually see my face.
Why don't you see your name?
Yeah, that's Tranmere.
That's what Mickey's budget boost needs to go towards this year. Colour.
A printer.
A colour printer and photocopier.
Yeah. Indeed.
Shall we get right into it? Shall we go into what is now... Oh, do social medias first. Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah.
JKO. Not JKO, it's Twitter. I hate this. It's the same every week.
At JKO easy enough.
Apple Apple 82 for all the abuse. At Tranmere Rovers for fun stuff.
At Matt Hibbert for all the even funner stuff than you want to send Tranmere and Paul Harper and Jake. Shall we go into the new the section that we are now officially calling? We're going into the mixer.
I feel we need a jingle for this.
Jake?
In the mixer!
Jake's jingle.
that was Paul's. That was Paul's jingle.
It's not really a jingle. It's just me shouting.
Look, imagine you're on the sideline for Beardhouse FC on a Sunday morning and someone's thinking about taking a short free kick up by the corner flag. What do you shout to him?
Not appropriate.
What do you shout to him if there's children nearby?
Please don't do that.
Excuse me, fellas. Put the ball in the mixer. Within the mixer. So let's talk about the last few weeks. So we last spoke just before the Bromley home game, wasn't it?
Yeah, middle of
Feb.
Valentine's Day, I think.
Oh, what a day we had, the three of us.
We did. Lovely date night.
Yeah. Why was I the only one who didn't wear any trousers? I don't want to bring that up. Remember when we used to do this without trousers on?
Why was I the only one who wasn't invited?
Some things you don't want to be involved in, Jake.
I know nothing of this.
Not as awkward as the night was when...
No, we did.
So Bromley at home. 1-0 win.
Yes.
Goal of the season from Conor Jennings, probably. All joking aside, ball of the season from Adam Buxton, maybe.
Yeah.
In behind.
Defended by
Ben Shawley.
Tranmere defender Ben Shawley.
I'm not suggesting anything, Paul, but...
Maybe he's still on the books.
No.
Really, you probably should have put that down. Put that down as a Ben Shawley assist.
Before we started, you did suggest that all ex-Tranmere players shouldn't be able to play for anyone else.
Yeah, Jake's theory is we'd have a great side if we never released anyone or sold anyone ever.
He really broke my theory there, because my theory was that everyone, no matter how good or bad they are, when they leave us,
goes better.
Does something, not even goes better as a player, he does something or goes to a team which works against us, and they will finish above us or they will stop us doing this, that or the other. And Ben Chorley in that Bromley game broke that theory, because he left us and still helped us.
In his defence, the goalkeeper was absolutely shocking.
Yeah. But then we'll get to goalkeeper headers in a minute.
No. This goalkeeper, the only goalkeeper we're going to talk about, wasn't very good. I think I mentioned in commentary.
We'll get to that.
Every time he kicked the ball, he did not find a Bromley player. I think he passed it to another Bromley player twice in the whole 90 minutes.
I don't want my keeper. This whole thing about in modern football, I want my keeper to be an outfield player. I don't. I want my keeper to be able to kick it as far up the pitch as possible.
You don't just want him to kick it straight out of play, though.
Listen, Paul, right? Let me tell you what I want in a footballer. I want my goalkeepers to save it and kick it as far as they can. I want my centre halves to put their head in where I wouldn't put my foot. I want one centre mid to be a psychopath who'd do the same and would probably mug his own nan to get the ball off at JRS. Yeah. And then I want the other one to be a silky smooth footballer who wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't help the man up if it meant, you know, those footballers will be there, like Ollie Norburn, wonderful footballer. And I want my strikers to score goals. That's all I want.
Oh,
And I want me wingers to be able to win the 100-metre sprint in the Olympics without doping. Topical.
Do you know what, right? The first part about the goalkeepers, I used to agree with. This year more, when I've watched Edison and Jordan Pickford especially, you see them ping the ball, and this is probably the first year where like you've seen them, like how they'll ping the ball, and you think, wow, maybe goalkeepers are there for more than just catching.
But like they should, like at that level, a goalkeeper should still be an alright footballer, shouldn't he? Like
Edison's probably one of the best footballers in the Premier League.
All joking aside, from what I've just said there, like when they go, what a pass. Well, yeah, they should be able to play a pass. He's getting paid $200 a week. Like he should be able to, and it's not even that. Like he played one, didn't he, on Sunday, out from his goal to like the wing, I think to Sane. And Sane, obviously Chelsea were playing walking football, so there was no one near him. It's a great ball, but you should expect someone of that level to be able to play a pass like that. I don't understand Adam Buxton, does he?
If he doesn't play that pass,
then yeah. I remember Scotty Davis, our first year down here, played one against Chester at home, through to Norse and put him clean through. I mean, he missed, but like, he should have squared it to Mango. But anyway.
So we're calling Mango, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, he's got no choice. I'm calling him Apple and Mango.
Okay.
So Bromley. I thought it was a tense game, wasn't it, Bromley?
Yeah.
They weren't a bad side. You could see why they were
scrappy, wasn't it? Like the pitch wasn't.
No, the pitch wasn't good. It was slow, a slow pitch. And
it just needed that one moment of magic from.
Yeah, I think we had a few other chances. I think, didn't we? Obviously. Yeah, of course, we had the chance to kill the game, but I don't think they had any.
Cheat, 3 points. You can move on.
Yeah. Like you'd take that every single game, wouldn't you?
We were very. The circumstances at the end of that game, you can look back and go, that was very much on me. Like, it was a close, scrappy battle game, and in them games, a little bit of luck either way always decides it, doesn't it, in that kind of game. And that little bit of luck, don't get me wrong, great ball.
Deserve to win the game.
Yeah, great ball, but that little bit of luck with because next week, whenever Ben Chorley and the keeper wouldn't make that mistake. No. So, that little bit of luck sort of, maybe, who knows. But maybe not.
Well, I think when you talk about like the things coming round about, what happened at Leighton Orient for the goal we conceded was not the same, but it was a similar one where you just look at it and go, oh no.
The ball bouncing it in.
It's hitting from the back, and like that split second he doesn't know where it is. It's rolled over the line, and there's not like you as a fan you go head in your hands, don't you, straight away. But it's evened itself out very, very quickly for us. Like in the next game, in fact, I'm pretty sure. So they look like I can see them making the playoffs still because they had something about them. They were. I don't mind these teams that come here. Like was it Maidstone a few weeks ago? Or Maidenhead? We beat 3-2, didn't we?
Yeah.
They were a big physical side, but they knew what they were, and it was effective. They played to their strengths, which was get the ball in the mixer, copyright, trademark, and they knew what they were doing. And I don't mind teams like that. Like they weren't trying to kill the game. They were just open, and what they were doing, they were like, we've got big lads up front, we want to whip them and work off the knockdowns. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good old-fashioned non-league side. Got a lot of respect for them, Paul. Much more respect for them than some other teams in this division. Arsenal, for one. We'll get to them later.
Yeah.
So it was a good 3 points, wasn't it? Clean sheet. What more can you want? And then,
right, for 60 minutes. This is a good performance.
I believe it was just before 60 minutes.
Supporters obviously see the result. They see like the last 30 minutes wasn't great. But for 60 minutes, we absolutely dominated.
Do you know what it was like, Paul? Let me use an analogy that we can all. Just coming to my head now. You're playing Jenga, right?
Okay.
Playing Jenga now.
Ugly game.
We're playing that well, right?
Are we playing giant Jenga in the pub?
No, at home. Jenga? At home, and we've got a bootleg copy of Snatch playing on the video, like I did when I first watched Snatch. and we're playing that well, and like we're playing someone who don't think they understand the full rules, and we're smashing it. And then
That's
we're not smashing it. We're smashing it, metaphorically. So, and then for some unknown reason, we ourselves decide to, instead of taking the middle one off the bottom, we take one of the side ones off the bottom, thus destabilising the whole game.
Yeah, risky.
And then next thing you know, the opposition, bing, bing, bing. I tried to take one more out. I tried to take out the other side.
One at a time. You can't just go bing, bing, bing.
No, but they just
you're cheating.
The opposition's just
okay.
This analogy is
either way. James Norwood has knocked over the Jenga tower somehow
with a shot.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I had some mates come over. Want Liverpool season to get older, and like they were quite impressed with how we played first off. Because I said, dude, they were like, "You're trying to play football there. We dominated the game. We pressed them high. We missed. Like, I mean, did we miss? I think it was 3 clear-cut chances, you'd say. Then we had so many, as we talked about on here. It's the opportunity to create an opportunity that we get into where we're on the edge of the box with an overload, with a 2v1, and we play either the wrong ball. We either play it so it goes out for a goal kick. We make the wrong decision in that final choice of you are in, you've got the chance. Play the right pass, and it's a 1-on-1, and we make the mistake. Yeah, we're in the mixer. For want of a better phrase.
Put it in the mixer, yeah.
You can't. For me, it's that age-old thing, isn't it? In football, you're going to win a storm, and you've got to weather this. You're going to be under the cosh at some point.
You're not going to dominate for 90 minutes in any game.
We dominated for 60, and then they dominated for 10. But in that 10, well, for half an hour, but in that specific 10, where they dominated,
they scored 3 goals.
Yeah, well, we didn't cope, and you've got to. You're going to come under the cosh at some point, and when you come under the cosh, you've got to cope, and they just.
It was like
we just didn't.
No, it was like it was a flashback to Wembley for me in that 5-minute spell before half time, and it kills it. And you know what? It's becoming a recurring thing where we have this mad spell, and we just lose our heads, and the game is gone in that spell, like you say. Right, Wrexham, we went 1-0 up. And then we had a mad 10 minutes where they just, we conceded 2 goals and fell apart. And then for the rest of that game, we dominate the game. But we scored 2 goals in 80 minutes.
I don't think you compare it to the Wrexham one.
But
the first goal Wrexham scored was, poor defending.
Yeah.
Didn't close him down. Second one is no way a penalty.
Paul, but you deal with the decision.
It's a corner that we headed away.
Deal with it. It shouldn't have been a corner. You know what? It was a cheap corner, if I recall. Cheap corners, Paul.
Right. Okay.
I see myself very much as a Gary Neville.
I'm very much gonna obviously.
Same in those sides.
I'm obviously gonna defend the players, not.
Of course. Because you're a corporate stooge, Paul, in the back pocket.
No, yeah, I don't want to come across. I don't want to come across as if I'm having a go at players. I'm not having a go at players, but it's that ability to cope.
It is.
Which
maybe it's about why they're playing at this level. Some of them they're good players, but it just like everyone could see it in the crowd when it was 10 minutes. I think they scored 3 times, didn't they?
Yeah.
Again, you could argue the penalty is one way you go. We don't get that, do we? I thought at the time it was a stone wall, to be honest.
Yeah, but it was a penalty.
Yeah, it's one of them where if it's for your team, you want it. If it's against, you go. I still think it was personally. You shouldn't be putting your arm up at all in that situation, should you? Do you know what I mean? Like I don't blame Rads for it, like some people were, but I just think when the game, like Jake said, when the game's going like that, don't give anyone an opportunity. It was like you could feel their momentum building, couldn't you? That second goal for them, we all just went after we just equalised, and then what? Norben had that shot just before, the game turned on those 2 things in that 5 minutes.
I thought he was rubbish, Geelong. I actually did really well that night.
That was an unbelievable save. Like, he's gone down, the ball's to the deflection, it's up there.
If you want a new agent, by the way, I'm
Paul Harper. You won't ever go at our players, but you're more than willing to slag off opposition players.
I was praising him. I thought he was rubbish, he's not.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great save. Like, I said, that's world class. My Liverpool season ticket mate was like, who is he? We need a keeper at Liverpool. Terrible.
Anyway.
But the game just, and then once they went 4-1 up, that last like 25 minutes, it felt like the second half at Wembley, didn't it? Just hello darkness, my old friend.
But to be fair, like you go 2-1 down, it's unfortunate. You know, like the bobble that obviously beat Scotty.
Yeah.
But
Good strike.
then you've got it was a good strike. The lad's a good player. What's his name? Durrell.
Yeah, was he released from Chester?
Yeah. Well, no, he signed from Chester.
Oh, so yeah, out of contract.
Anyway, he's a good player. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I mean he hits a good shot, and then you're 2-1 down. From there you've got to go and try and chase the game. And I think whereas maybe we should have just shut up shop for 5-10 minutes, got our shape back and stuff.
Still half an hour to go, yeah.
Because there was still plenty of time, but instead we were trying to play passes that maybe weren't on. I know the third goal comes from. The third goal was a penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The fourth goal comes from someone trying to make a genius pass in the midfield.
Norburn tried to slide one through.
That wasn't on,
Yeah.
and then they break, and then like 5 seconds later they scored again.
He's hit the identical shots. He's hit 2 of them, and do you know what? I don't. They're the sort of goal we don't score though. I can't remember the last time one of that midfielder breaking with the ball and having a dig from the edge of the box.
Yeah, Ollie Norburn scored a couple, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think for like as good a striker of the ball he is, Ollie, I think he should have scored more this season. I hope there's still a few in his locker.
Yeah, sure there is.
Because like he for me's probably been my player of the season. Norburn, him and Bucko. I'd probably say and Macca and Sutton. Do you know what I mean? So them 4. In fact, all the lads.
Matt's team of the season that quickly turned into.
Yeah. Cookie's done well,
Nose
can't have Nose, can you?
Just Tranmere, really, isn't it?
Tranmere, yeah, I've done nothing wrong and put a foot wrong. Jeff Hughes, get him back in the team. Ben Tollett, what a player.
Yeah. Connor.
Oh, Connor Jennings, what a good guy.
He's actually one who should have been thrown in there earlier.
Who, Connor Jennings?
Yeah. Very good.
Anyway, right.
So
then we move on to a long trip to Maidstone, and it was a long trip, rest assured. Not a great performance on the 4G. I know the lads, well, a lot of the lads don't like playing on it. But to come away with a victory eventually was massive, considering the disappointment that we were all feeling after the Tuesday.
Yeah, I said
to go down there to be losing 2-1,
playing such bad
poor
games.
circumstances.
Yeah, it wasn't like they played well either, was it? It was a terrible, turgid game of football.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game, but it's those kind of games where you can show your character, and I think the lads definitely kept battling till the end.
Well, it was
got their just rewards.
What it looked like from the highlights. I listened to the commentary.
Shouting.
Yeah, well, but we're 2-1 down late on, and we've got Jack Dunn on one wing, Ben Tollett on the other. For the equaliser, Jack Dunn goes past his full back, whips the ball in.
That's because I told him to.
You just went, whip it in, Dunny. He whips it in, it goes in. For the third, Ben Tollett goes past his full back, whips it in, half cleared. Connor Jennings, touch of class, doesn't hit it. Knows sees their defender coming in.
He took a pause before he actually went towards the ball. He saw the defender coming in, diving in. Then he waits, takes the ball past him, and then gets taken out.
I mean, it was that is
good job he didn't get his leg broken, by the way.
If he had planted his leg, was broken.
He was willing to take that.
And then the thing about that was their defender gets up, and I almost want to stop and go, stop the game. I want to come on the pitch. What are you arguing about? You've just nearly decapitated
You see it all the time, don't you?
What
see
in
it
God's
all the
name?
time.
That's why. How rarely does a player, when they've done not just a penalty but a foul, just get up and go, yeah, hold my hands up there. Penalty especially, and you just think, right, you're booked for that, and I'm booking you again for having the gall to even say that it's not a foul. It's a disgrace. What weirdly
should have been a red card.
It was.
2 foot off the ground, no control.
But then there's this weird thing, isn't it, now, where
it's nowhere near the ball.
It's in the box, so a penalty is
double jeopardy.
Yeah, it's like, what are we?
No, but it's
not the people versus O.J. Simpson.
No, but if it's a dangerous foul, it's a red card.
It should
no
be.
matter where it is on the pitch.
We're not Yanks, are we? Double jeopardy.
Yeah.
Get out of town.
No, we are not. So, yeah.
But I said at the time, or straight after, that could be the biggest result of the season.
Do you know what? in the defenders' defence, like they've conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes,
They've done.
and that's he knows that right. We've lost the game here, and it's all down to my stupidity. That's probably why he's sort of got up and reacted like that. But it's that little bit of luck that we probably haven't been getting.
But then, Paul,
in other games,
7 minutes of injury time.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
It was horrible listening to the commentary. I don't like listening to the commentary, not against you, obviously, don't like everyone else. But we never ever. I don't think we ever win when I listen to commentary on the radio. Going back my entire life, I think we've only ever won this year at Solihull when I listen on the radio. So I was reluctant, but I was like, do you know what? And I was watching Soccer Saturday. I think it was FA Cup weekend as well, so there weren't that many games. And I was like, do you know what? Let's put my iPad on, and then immediately hear them score and go.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if we're a lot better to see than we are to hear. But no, and this isn't again. It's whatever I listen to is about. Whatever I listen to is about. Whenever I'm listening to the game, like I'll come and watch and think, yeah, we're playing good football here, blah, blah, blah. Whenever I'm listening to the game, we sound like we're not playing well and people are dominating us. And I try not to listen to the game myself because I'll listen for 20 minutes. I think, Jesus, we're not playing well there. We haven't touched the ball.
And then you think it's my fault because they know I'm listening.
Every time I listen this season, it's like, oh, we're getting dominated. Turn it off. Turn it off. I listened to up until 60 minutes in the Maidstone game, and then turned it off. And then look what happened. It's me. I'm the problem.
I'm glad you said that, Jake, because I've been wanting to bring it up. It's your fault.
I am the problem.
You are the problem in a lot of
Your
things.
entire lifetime, we've won nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What year were you born?
96.
Well,
just after the
last play. Literally the last season we ever got in the playoffs. Now, Jake.
That was 95.
Yeah, 94, 95. So you were born in what time? 96.
Down
September. So I was born the start of the 96-97 season.
When we signed Gary Bennett.
Yeah.
He's actually
downward spiral from there. No offence to Gary Bennett.
But
we might well get on the podcast maybe.
What about me? Is it just all offence to me?
Yeah. No offence to Gary Bennett. You take the offence that he had.
This isn't your fault, Gary. It's Jake's.
Yeah, he'll know that. I bet you he's a painter and decorator now, isn't he? Or a pub landlord.
I don't know.
He was destined to be one.
He's on my Twitter, so...
Is he? Oh, have a little check now, see what he's doing. It was a big result, Maidstone, and I think all the lads I think they appreciated that they didn't play well that day. I think Bucko put a tweet out, didn't he, going 1 to 11, not good enough, but... Right, and you know what? Fair play to him for stepping up to take that penalty.
Yeah.
Because that shows, like, I've said for a while that Bucko's one of my favourite players, and it even goes back to Wembley last year when, at the end of the game, he's one of the few players who came right up to the away fans, applauded them, and looked us in the eye. Like, he came over, and, like, you know, you could see, and my mum even went, and, you know, this is me ma speaking, she was like, he's one of the only ones there, he's looked us all in the eye, and come over and applauded. He said they should all be doing that, but like it shows who the you know what I mean? When I say I hate using stuff like that. Like when I had that running with the Salford managers on Twitter when I was going on about I hate their management style. I was like, it's about being a man, and like, I'll tell you about it later, Jake. And standing up, and it's not about being like I am a man. It's just about going, I'll do it. Because like if he misses that, he gets pelters off people, doesn't he? Yeah. Funny, Paul. The other night I couldn't sleep. I ended up on YouTube on my telly watching Italian 90. The full BBC review of Italian 90, and then there's an ITV documentary, Gazza's Tears, the night that changed football, and it just made me think, like watching
Happy times.
That was the first. I was
just
5.
Before bed.
You need to go to sleep in a good
you
mood.
didn't wake up feeling very good the next day.
But you can't. Anyone who misses a penalty, I really don't think you can have a go at them, especially a pressure penalty, that is, in a penalty shootout or one like that, because they've had the balls to go, I'll take it. I'm prepared to go. If I miss this, I'm taking the flak. Yeah. Especially in a penalty shootout. Yeah. Like for your country.
Penalties, as a
terrible penalty.
During the game, the tremendous pressure as a shootout. Like that was basically a shootout. That's
what I mean. Yeah, that's the same as a shootout.
That was a sudden death
last
penalty,
minute, you score this, we win. You miss.
That was a sudden death penalty.
Yeah.
And
it's not like taking one. It's not like taking one after 20 minutes at 0-0 or 1-0.
You can make up for it then, can't you?
It's that one way. It's like all people are going to remember, even though it's been 90 minutes of a game or 120 minutes. if you miss this penalty, it's your fault that we've lost, and you've got to take that. It's either, do I have the glory? Yeah. Or I'm either going to have the entire country.
Yeah, that's the risk, isn't it?
But you can't have a go at anyone who steps up and goes, I'll take one. You've got to respect that. Even if you go, what are you doing taking a penalty, David Batty?
Yeah, poor Vince. Anyway, that was only our second penalty of the season.
Ridiculous.
Was it?
Yeah.
Jesus, we missed
Well,
four. We'd already missed 14 by this time last year.
I think I've got the stats, haven't I, from that last year. Remember, a fella from Opta, the non-league stat man, DM'd me last year after I tweeted. He went, I'm just checking something, mate, for our records. Is that tweet you've done true? And I was wrong. I'd missed one out, I think. Let me go and find it.
I think we took like 9, missed like 5.
The amount of times we get into the penalty area, like 2 penalties, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
It is. Think of that.
Where's your one?
Filed.
Filed
I'd already left.
Yeah.
And we conceded again straight after, didn't we?
I don't know.
Or was it 5-1?
It was.
We conceded right before it. We conceded right before it. That was that high pressure last minute penalty we're talking about. The Filed.
Just as an aside, Gary Bennett's Twitter bio says former professional football player. That's it.
That's his job.
Diamond is
Reads a lot about
Wrexham. Not wrong with that.
Not like that.
Sure, he listens to this as well. So.
I hope so. We'll get him on, shall we?
Hi, Gary.
Can we get Gary Mabbitt on? I'd like to get him on.
Gary Mabbitt?
Yeah. Didn't talk about when he was on the Queen's nose. Do you remember the Queen's nose before your time, Jake?
Queen's nose?
It was where she had a 50p and she rubbed it and she had a and she wished because Mbate's best favourite footballer was Gary Mabbitt.
That's a weird choice.
She was in goal on crutches and they were losing like 4-0. At half time, Gary Mabbitt turned up. And they won 5-4.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not getting into this.
Oh no, Jake, please do.
I've got so many questions, but it takes so long to.
Jake,
I found this email or what?
I'm gonna. If I type in Braintree, because we missed one there, didn't we? There we go. Oh, wait there, Welling. What the hell's that? Oh, is that defeats we had at home?
Oh, I don't want to read that.
What the hell is that?
That'll be defeats we had. That is defeats we had at home.
That's defeats we had at home in the first year down here. Yeah.
Got beat 2-1 by Welling, 3-1 by Woking.
There we go. Here's our list of penalties from last season.
We can edit all the crap out now.
Yeah. Barrow at home, Norwood scored. Eastleigh at home, Norwood missed. Woking at home, Norwood missed. Braintree away, Cook missed. Torquay at home, Cook missed. Lincoln away, Hughes scored. South Park at home, what a night that was. Hughes scored. Barrow at home, Stockton scored. Macclesfield away, Hughes scored just. So we're on a good run there. 4 scored. North Federby away, Hughes missed. But Jay Harris scored the rebound.
Bad that you say we're on a good run because we've scored 4 penalties in a row.
Braintree at home, Hughes misses. Dover at home, Norwood misses. Solihull at home, Stockton misses. So we followed up those 4 ones we scored with 4 misses there.
We're leaving the record out, haven't
we?
We
missed 1, 2, 3, 4. We missed 8 penalties.
And this year we've only had 2.
Yeah. So
missed 8 penalties.
We need to get.
We're not going to miss that many penalties ever again.
Adam Buxton on them. I'm confident in him.
We need to get 4 times the amount of penalties we've had this year and miss them all in our last 9, 10 games.
I think we need to have 2 penalties every game now. We can do that. Done. Toll it. So was you fellas.
Yeah.
Get the ball in that mixer. Get in that mixer with the ball at your feet. And
too many short corners, and that's why we're not winning penalties.
Exactly what you're doing, taking a short corner, get the ball in the
mixer. Then you get fouled outside the area.
Right, final topic of in the mixer.
Okay.
The 2 signings we made.
Are we still in the mixer?
Yeah, we're still in the mixer.
Okay.
Manny Monte and Drissa Traore.
Is he related to the man from Del Monte? Was it spelled? It's Monte, innit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pronounced Monte.
Is it? So it's like Del Monte?
A little bit.
God, he had a fruit empire, didn't he? Tinned fruit mainly. But
yeah.
What
do you want? Umbongo?
Oh, no, don't speak. I had to run in with them a few times. Umbongo lads. Umbongo. They don't drink it in the Congo. Really, I flew myself out to the Democratic Republic of Congo.
We could speak to Calvin Zola about this.
Well, funny you should say it. He used to live opposite me, genuinely. When he was going through that visa problem, he did.
Calvin Zola or the Bongo man?
Calvin Zola.
Okay.
Anyway,
yeah. Man,
so what do you make of him?
Well, I can't really remember much about Monte.
Big.
He's
hard to forget.
You said on that boxing video they put up, no one's he stood there, no one's going near him.
Like, there's probably 15 of them in the ring. There's 5 on this rope. 16. 5 on this rope.
Mitch
5
Duggan
on
getting
this
stuck
rope.
in.
5 on this rope. And Manny on his own rope. No one comes, and you've got to stay against the ropes because his arms are that long. If you step into the middle of the ring, he can bop you from his rope.
It's like
So they're all just in the four corners. Just.
You remember Dalcine on Street Fighter 2 again before your time? He had a move where like he could stretch his arms to like 5 times the size and punch him in the head. He does look like a heavyweight boxer, doesn't he?
I spoke to
Like
Mitchell.
if Anthony Joshua doesn't want to fight Wilder, then
I
let's have a
spoke
fight.
to Mitchell after this video because I was laughing to Mitchell about it. I said, "You should have just went after me. Make a name." He's like, you always say, don't you? Your mum always tells you when you're a kid, if anyone thinks you hit the big one first
Make
and
a
run
name
away.
for yourself.
So I'd have just ran and I smacked Manny and I just dived through the ropes and straight out the venture.
What was Mitch Duggan's response to this?
No chance.
Where's he from? Is he a London lad?
It's Duggan.
No, Mum.
Yeah, he's from Cameroon.
Originally.
Yeah,
He grew up here, I presume.
yeah, he sounds like
Not an Ian Goodison.
James Norwood.
Oh, what? I forgot, like Eastbourne. I thought
I don't know exactly where, but
I thought he was going to
he's
have.
got that southern accent.
I was hoping when you said Cameroon, he was going to have like, you know,
No,
even though Cameroon's
Mr.
nowhere
Traore.
near Jamaica. Where's Justice Traore from?
is from Ivory Coast.
But
Very kind of
Ivory Coasty.
yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Matt, me and you are on very similar wavelengths. That is also one of the things I asked Mitchell about. So when you speak to him, is he like, does he talk in a very English accent, or is he like, no, quite a French accent?
Yeah,
Very sort of
he
continental.
grew up in France, though, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he's one of them.
He played for
Jurassic.
Le Havre.
Le Havre.
Oh,
Come on, Paul. Do you not
Tell
think
you what,
you're goal?
They've made some of the best plays in the world, haven't they? Le
I'm
Havre.
a modern language
Yeah.
student.
Mores, Jurassic Traore. I think
Right.
Kante was there at one
Kante
point.
was there.
Jurassic Traore again.
He's all jokes joking aside now. I think they're both very good signings. But they're both young, aren't they? Both like mid-20s.
Yeah, Traore is 25, Monte is 23.
23.
Yeah. Both got promotions behind him.
Sort
Both good players.
The sort of players we should be signing,
Yeah.
like young players who have got the best years ahead of them, but who are, you know, not too young. And like I say,
Yeah.
they're both. I mean, they beat us at Wembley. Like, so, I remember Traore ran the game that day. He ran
Yeah.
Wembley, which was
I'll
audible.
tell you.
It was audible, wasn't it?
Good. Yeah.
When I think about it, I've had a lot of people say to me, and I can remember the game, but I think I was less shocked about the Wembley game because I seen the 2-2 away game where he ran the game
No,
even
remember
more.
you said at the time.
The 2-2 away game, he was absolutely so because like I've got loads of Everton Liverpool friends who come to Wembley, and they were all like, when we signed, they were like, oh my god, he's the one who was amazing at Wembley. But I don't remember him from that. I remember him from being amazing for the away leg. I mean, from the away league fixture.
Yeah.
But then I think, well, I probably don't remember him as much from Wembley because I was expecting him to be so good.
Yeah.
Because in the away tie, he was unbelievable. Absolutely runs the show. But he's very defensive minded. So he's one of them players who's so defensive minded, but so brilliantly effective at his job that you don't ask him to go forward. Just stay there and carry on.
You described him when after last year the away to Wars, can't he?
I was when you said no jokes. I stopped there, but I was going to say it amazing. I called him the non-league Kante, and he come from the same club as Kante. So make of that is what you will. If you ever need when Kante retires and they need a new centre mid, Le Havre they've got them rolling off.
Or Leicester just go, well, got any players we can have? Got any players we can sign for 800 grand? They'll have you.
Leandro Mortis. That's who they'll take from Leicester next. Remember him? He's on trial. He's the one.
The winger.
On trial with us. Played against Vauxhall, then went to Oldham, then went to Man United and Leicester, all in the space of about
the most
6
unbelievable
hours.
career trajectory of anyone
all
ever.
in the space of about 6 hours. I think he played against Vauxhall on a Saturday, played for Oldham on a Sunday, Man United on a Monday, and Leicester on a Tuesday.
Unbelievable scene. That was only league champions, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Started at the bottom.
The best part of all this, I don't think don't be wrong, I think he was unbelievable. I'm sure he didn't score against Vauxhall. So well done to Vauxhall.
No, he didn't.
So well done to Vauxhall for keeping him out.
Has he played a single game for anyone?
No.
then what's the point of it?
Leicester development. He's that amazing hot prospect.
Leicester development squad. You don't. Why are people playing for teams like that? Get out on loan and play for a team in actual games.
I agree.
Come here and play here.
Yeah, it's really good.
Who've we got Saturday? Dagenham and Redbridge away.
Yes, we'll come to that later.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we now leaving the mixer.
We're getting out of the mixer.
thank God, that's the longest goal line scandal I've ever been involved in.
Yeah,
No goal.
yeah. We
Handball.
watch.
Yeah.
However, I want to go to VAR because 15 minutes ago and convinced Matt handballed it.
No penalty.
The ball's only just left the field to play, so we can only just go to VAR.
I mean, when we discussed VAR the other week, we've been completely right about it. Everything that we said would happen has happened. It's been shambles.
Everyone hates it.
Yeah.
Absolutely everyone hates it.
Luckily, they're introducing it for the World Cup, so there we go. Anyway.
Great, a new way for England to get screwed out of the World Cup.
8 years too late. We'd have never been beat by Germany if they had it back then.
I think half of world football would have been different then if Lampard's goal goes in, it's 2-2.
And we win the World Cup.
Goal line technology now.
Yeah,
That
so-
would have been 2-all.
Yeah,
So ignore VAR. Imagine we just had goal line. Yeah.
So
Keep your goal line technology. This is the VAR.
So-
please.
we'd have won the World Cup.
yeah,
Effectively, it's just another referee watching a video.
yeah.
He's going to get it as wrong as the referee on the pitch.
Well, like, what was the one?
Like, he's no better a referee because he's in a studio or wherever he is on his van watching a video.
What was the offside the other week? It was the Huddersfield Man U, was it?
Yeah, where the line was.
And they were like, he's offside, and everyone was like, well, that line's not straight, mate. You've literally got the edge of the box right in front of you as a guide, and your line's like
a
that.
line like this.
It's like, unless you're drawing a triangle, that ain't going to work. And they were like, oh, we're just putting these images out so you can, you know what we're looking at. And everyone in the country's going, well, you completely
yeah. And it turns out he wasn't offside anyway.
He weren't. He was level, and like, you can't.
He's big too.
He's onside.
Yeah, he's onside.
Even if that was me defending, I go, do you know what?
If we big two's offside, come on.
If I'm offside by something big of my body, toe or otherwise, like I'm going to say Manny Montford's trying to break through the defensive line and he's given offside.
Anyway, I think we should change the subject quickly before we.
It's just it can't go on.
Offsides is a very.
I think there'll be an absolute scandal at the World Cup in one of the big games.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, just think if a country, we take things like, as much as we get angry about decisions as a country in football matches, we all quite calm down quite quickly. If somewhere like mental country, like a Euro, no, but like you're like a Euro.
David Beckham's red card.
Yeah, but all the West Ham lads they just hung an effigy outside Upton Park, and that's harmless.
I agree with Paul. I once hold a grudge. Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, that's sending off.
But like, we don't riot. Like, if somewhere like Uruguay or someone like that, like, you're like mental countries who like all they care about is their country's football team, they get a bad decision. Ironically, imagine a handball on the line.
Just talking about this, did you watch the Dutch game, the Eagles, whatever they're called?
Go ahead, Eagles.
Go ahead, Eagles.
No.
Poor team, great
came
game.
on the pitch and started attacking the players.
Their own players or other players?
The opposition players.
They attack the opposition players.
Let me set the scene. You can find this on Twitter and Facebook and all the rest of it. YouTube. So they won 4-0 away from home, I think it was. So they went. All the players went to the away fans, giving it all the applaud.
Yeah, great result.
And I think there may have been one or two who may have sarcastically said, "Yeah, we beat you 4-0" to the home fans. In which case, a load of supporters ran on the pitch and physically started attacking them, which was quite interesting.
Oh, so the Go Ahead Eagles who just won, the home fans were then going at them.
So,
the grass shop, it was.
Whoever it was. I think the players start attacking the spectators because they get it's all just kicking off.
Oh, that Stuart took one.
So yeah, we're just watching the video.
So with the Paul, what's actually happened here? We've got.
So this team have gone to their fans over there.
Is this Go Ahead Eagles or the Graph Shop?
I have no idea. I don't really follow Dutch football. Anyway,
stay to these people. Though, look at them. They're all casuals. Look at them. They've got what's he got on? You can see he's got his Adidas trainers on. He's got a stupid Stone Island coat on. He's got a scarf over his face, and he's getting the absolute living hell kicked out of him.
This.
Oh, go on, someone.
This is a. Well, I was going to say a good bit.
That is one of the most funny things I've ever. He runs over as in to go. He's in his Stone Island and there's
Yeah.
a aquascuba mat.
And I'll load the rubbish pile in and just dive over the top.
I'll have to tweet this out. Look, this fella's the best. Now look, yeah, so we'll pile on with it.
He flies right over the top.
Do you know what? If you run along, like you see him run along, you think, wow, he's a psycho. He's gonna kill someone, and he just jumps straight out.
He does like that thing Jimmy Bullard done. Remember that pile on
Yeah.
against Everton years ago? Look? And now, look, all these little stewards have absolutely smashed their heads into these fans who think they're hard. Fantastic, Paul.
Yeah, I thought I'd like you.
It was to go ahead of
That's a good
Eagles
man,
fans trying to get at the glass shop players and fight the
Okay.
stewards.
So I was talking social media, and I'm sure Matt's going to retweet that now.
Oh, there's an angle from the crowd there, so. Oh.
Anyway.
I'll print screen that.
Yeah. So, set you a little social topic last night, which was stories of snowy matches and the orange ball, which I don't know if you watched the FA Cup game the other
Less
week.
has seen orange ball these days, isn't it? It's all yellow balls.
It was some like I don't even know what design the ball was in the FA
the
Cup
Spurs game.
Spurs game. Well, you couldn't even see the ball.
That
Where's the orange ball gone?
I remember Danny Baker on goals and gaps going,
That
where
kind
did they keep the orange ball for the rest of the season?
Yeah.
They only have
Like
one.
a little cupboard, isn't it?
Is there a ball cupboard here? Match ball cupboard?
Yeah, because especially where they all get kicked over to Johnny King.
Well, then we mean you were going to go and get the Nike FA Cup balls out to Johnny King, weren't we?
Off the roof, yeah.
Because someone's been and got them. Check the other game.
No, yeah, especially like when we get a lot of balls kicked over to Johnny King. How many orange balls do you think we have?
Well, now we
We need at least one.
In the
But then if it goes over, we probably need 3 or 4.
in the football league,
Because we send the kids round.
in the
Yeah,
football
but can you
league,
wait for the kids to run round while we...
Yeah.
it always used to be,
You'd have
didn't it? Like November to February. The first game in November, you switched to the yellow ball, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the Prem still does it.
Yeah, this flew over.
You switched to the yellow, and we had the yellow mitre. Now, was it Jacko make our 40s?
Yeah.
I've got a mate called Jacko. I would not trust him to make a 40.
Just,
He
Well,
once
that's exactly
smoked
what
a
he makes
ciggy and pooed his pants. And that is a fact, mate. He had a birthday and pooed himself. And he's making the putties and the clothes.
just
Yeah.
Them blue jackets, we spoke about it on the first podcast. What is the deal with them blue jackets everyone has to wear?
Yeah. Anyway.
Get the hell out of this division quick.
So, I set the topic on Twitter. I didn't have a great deal of response, I'm afraid.
Call me going to the internet as
it's
a
very difficult though. To be honest,
I'm
I
trying to
didn't know
remember. There was a few games that I can remember.
New Year's Day at West Brom.
Where, yeah, that's one that's been brought up. But
Biggie in goal.
I remember a few games here where they've cleared the pitch. of the
Stevenage.
snow.
Brentford away.
Yeah.
Was snowing
Brentford
over
away.
Yeah.
there. What a great game.
Anyway, let's see what you tweeted us. And Gary Lewis says, cold New Year's Day around 96, it was actually 97, away at West Brom. Snow in areas of the pitch. Higgy ended up playing in goal.
Yeah.
But we won.
Yeah,
He
Oldham.
kept a clean sheet.
Yeah,
We won 2-1.
yeah, Coyne had conceded.
Danny Coyne
Yeah,
went
got
on.
knocked clean out.
Yeah.
And the ref played on.
Yeah, because you could in those days.
Different times.
Different times.
Great times.
A Brentford fan tweeted me in particular.
For a fight.
No, but it was about a snowball fight on Owen Von Williams
Yeah.
in 2013,
I've got a lot of time for Brentford.
which actually is the
I like
throwback
Brentford,
Thursday
yeah, I quite like
this
Brentford.
week.
Oh, is it?
The Brentford game, yeah. So yeah, a little
Andy
plug
Robbo,
for
Adam
the-
McGurk in that game, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little plug for the TRFC TV. So yeah, can only be the barrage of snowballs unleashed at your goalkeeper because he's a Brentford fan. From the home end, which delayed the kick-off of the second
I remember
half.
on Soccer Saturday he went on about it.
Yeah.
Because I think it was one of them games.
That's got to be the best reason that a game's been delayed.
Because no fans won't stop bullying the goalkeeper. Leave him alone.
There's a load of fans throwing snowballs at the goalkeeper.
It snow is great, isn't it? Because things like that, it's not like if you're throwing pennies on. No one can go, oh, Brent fans are disgusting, because they're not trying to hurt them. They're just snow is a great thing.
I remember.
No one can be disgusted at Brentford fans for throwing fluff at home from
It's like throwing a snowball at a copper's at a hat, and he goes, "Ooh, you do that and out, you're nicked."
Someone sent me
Harmless fun, it is.
Someone sent me a video yesterday of fans throwing snowballs at some of the players after that game. at Brentford.
Yeah, I remember it.
And Ian Goodison just picks up a snowball and just
Chucks
launches
it back at the crowd.
into the fan. It gets a massive cheer.
You would love it. Imagine being that out. You wouldn't wipe it. You'd be halfway home on a coach. You've still got snow driven down your face. Like, I'm never wiping this off.
Yeah,
Ian Goodison threw this snowball at me.
And we know your love for Zimana Bakayoko. Well,
Unconditional.
it's obviously freezing cold because it's been snowing. And he takes his shirt off, just goes to throw it to the crowd, remembers that, well, we probably haven't got another one.
And he's
We'll just waves his shirt around his head.
Hey. Sorry, I've got to keep this. Goodbye.
But he just wants to show how hard he is and like what his physique is. And it's like freezing cold. So
No one ever questioned his physique. He's the fastest man in the whole entire country.
I remember a game away at Rochdale.
Yeah, I was going to say New Year's Day.
There was a load of snow down the side of the pitch.
Yeah, Ian Moore scored the penalty.
Yeah,
People had to come running, dived into it.
That's the only ones I can think of, which probably
Stevenage
wasn't a very
It
good
was Stevenage
topic.
at home
Yeah.
in the 2012-13. Yeah, Super Sunday.
And it snowed around
What
that
a
time.
Super Sunday.
It was
Yeah.
loads of
My
snow.
guy scored two. My guy scored two in that game.
Played as a left winger.
He did, and he scored two. What a great game, man.
That was the test. We had
Did
big.
it snow? I can remember the pitch being absolutely
We had to have fans. I come down and help. We
but I
come
couldn't
down
remember if it
on
was snow or
the
rain.
Saturday afternoon and help clear the
Yeah.
pitch. We had big. What was his name? We had
I
on
was
loan
sat in
from
the Johnny
Stoke.
Green stand that game.
What was his name?
Oh, Mamadi Sividi.
Big mama.
He missed a chance in
my.
that game, and I had a text off one of my mates, and he just went, "Who the hell is this joker you've got up front?" And I went, "He's on loan from Stoke."
He played like
He scored the.
he played like 15 games for Stoke the season before, and then
I think he
comes
played
up,
that season in the Prem for Stoke,
Yeah,
didn't he?
and then he comes to.
Quality signing.
That is the typical. You could bring Messi to Tranmere Rovers, and he'd be terrible.
Yeah, we played him at left back.
You could bring Messi here, and
We've
he'd have
said
the
this
worst
year.
8 games of his life,
We could put Messi, Suarez, and Neymar and Ronaldo as a front four.
and he wouldn't score.
No, he gets sent off.
for 3 months on loan.
We've been talking for 48 minutes. I've still got half an hour of our break to go. And we still haven't finished the social topic, which the second part was favourite Irish TRFC players, because obviously March, Paddy's Day, and it's a big thing for you.
That's Popeye.
So, favourite Irish Tranmere player, go.
Liam O'Brien.
Good choice.
Jordan my
Giorgio Callahan.
I've got to think of more recent years now. I think I've really, really enjoyed a Tranmere player during the more
Have you had
recent
any Irish
years.
ones recently?
Not the best. Adam McGurk, Robbie Weir, Mark McChrystal.
Oh,
They're Northern Irish.
yeah.
Does St Patrick's Day count in Northern Ireland?
No. Well, he still get battered, but
Everyone does. We still get flattered.
it's not quite the same, is it?
Okay.
Everyone-
It's not their patron saint.
Everyone's Irish on St Patrick's Day.
Yeah, we used to have a real like core of Irish players, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Back in the day. Aldo, for God's sake. As someone tweeted,
Not really Irish.
well, he was their leading scorer, wasn't until Robbie Keane, I think.
Yeah, he's also from Liverpool.
Yeah, but so was half the team from that era. The manager. Yeah. You had what Scousers did they have played
That
with?
Charlton wasn't from Liverpool.
No, he was from Newcastle, weren't he? But
Luke Pillen lives spitting distance away from Prenton Park, but plays for Wales.
that's actually disgracing.
Yeah.
That's
So,
great.
I
That's
put
great.
this out on Instagram actually, and I got a few responses. Sean Thornton, which is an ironic shout, but actually I think probably one of the best Irish players we've ever had. He was a bit of
I'm
a...
sure he'll look back on his
No,
career and go, I
He's
should
had
never
many-
have left at that point.
He's had many a boo, Sean Thornton, on his return
When
to
you
Prenton
wrapped
Park.
Sunderland after they got promoted at that time.
Well, I tweeted a photo of Liam O'Brien.
Oh,
So
what a guy.
that was good. Alan Marr.
Oh,
I was going to say Alan Moore, but I felt
Yeah, you remember the bad Alan Marr. The good
Yeah.
Alan Marr was very, very good.
exactly. That's right.
I remember going back a few years now, when Med was on a Wednesday still. And for some reason,
That is a few years.
That's how you judge years.
2014 it was, and for some reason, it only just opened, and I get one of the owners of Med come down. They used to be big Tranmere fans in the 80s, and they go, "You'll never guess who's here." And I go, "Try me." And in the past few weeks at that time, we'd had Little Mix that turned up, Base Hunter, Ollie Mears, Nelly, Alan Marr, and Jimmy Bullard are here. And I went, okay. And so I had a good chat with Jimmy Bullard, was absolutely glad.
Really,
I had a great chat with Alan Marr, though. A great chat, like, and that was
filming.
no, they were not filming any Sky Sports shenanigans. But I had a great chat with him about Tranmere, and like it was he'd been back. I think he'd retired by that point.
Yeah.
And he was telling me stuff like he bought, and he weren't even back at the club at this point, but someone he knew, because when he came over here, he was like lodged, didn't he, as a teenager when he came over from Ireland, and the youth team needed new kit. I think he said, we're trying to raise money for a new kit, and he went, well, how much is it? And he like, we need like 1,500 quid, and he went, I'll forget a donation, I'll buy. Tell me what you need, I'll buy it. And he bought the entire, like, it was one of the kids' teams, I think.
Oh, that's nice.
He bought the entire team, the entire, like, not just kit, like the training stuff.
Yeah. Oh, good man.
And he said there's people at that club who he owes his career to when he was coming through, and he said he'll always, and he personally apologized. He went, I apologise to you as a fan for how I played in my second spell. And I went, you don't need to, he went, no, he said, I wasn't, well, he ended up breaking up his contract, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because he said he knew.
Kind of 3-year deal.
Yeah, and then,
like 4 games.
Yeah. So do you know what I mean? Like, I've got nothing but respect for him, and he was a real player. That
and a very nice man as well.
Just a lovely eye. You know what? He could have been in Westlife in another life. He could have slotted in. He could have slotted right in there.
He could have, yeah.
That little baby face.
Yeah. Anyway, going back to favourite Irish players. Joe Murphy was a shout.
Oh yeah, good keeper. Still going, isn't he, Joe Murphy?
Yeah, he's at Bury. And Ned Kelly. Yeah,
and the most cockney. What a team that 90s Irish team was.
But yeah, obviously scored against Leicester in the final.
Aldo, Ned Kelly, and Tony Cascarino.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for getting in touch with those, and happy Paddy's Day to all you Irish Tranmere fans. Yeah, indeed. Right, moving on.
Paul, should I go and get the lead in a sec? Do we need to plug in for the section after this?
No, I'm going to be very quick.
Well, me and Jake will go over there and have a few cans.
Yeah.
Well, and welcome. It's the hotly anticipated and the longest edition ever of Paul Harper's Ad Break. Paul, take it away.
Thank you very much, Matt. Right, I've got a lot to get through, like a lot. So nobody at the club can criticise me for not plugging stuff. Right. I'm going to start with my stuff. TRFC TV on YouTube. YouTube.com/official Tranmere Rovers. All the Tranmere official content. There's some good stuff on there this week. In particular, we've got when the lads went to Rye Cycling. What Tranmere means to you. That's a nice little feature that we've done this week. So get on to the YouTube channel, please. Play on the pitch if you want to play on the hallowed turf. Hopefully the mics didn't pick up what Matt's just said. It's in pristine condition as always. If you want to play on it at the end of the season, get in touch with the commercial department. 0151 609 3390 or commercial@tranmererovers.co.uk. If you fancy teaching English in China, Matt Hunter is the person to speak to. matth@tranmererovers.co.uk. Super White Easter's launched. At the next few games, you can donate Easter eggs for community use. We've got some events going on where kids are going to come down and have a little Easter party. We're looking for Easter eggs. There's also sponsorship details, packages that are available. So if you want to get involved, check out the website tranmererovers.co.uk. All the details are on there. Club store's got loads of great stuff in, new stuff, loads of great merch in there. Check it out, www.trfcshop.co.uk. It's Mother's Day coming up soon, or maybe not soon, depending on when you're listening to this, but there's great stuff in there, gift ideas, etc. Tranmere Rovers College is opening a girls' sort of section, I guess, open for 16 to 19 year olds. If you are a female that are looking to get into a career in sport, you can do so at Tranmere Rovers. Get in touch with Louise E@tranmererovers.co.uk. Again, details are on the website. Richie Helen is walking to Dover for charity, not just because he's mental, for the Spider Reed course, which is the little girl Edie who has got cancer. So I'm plugging that. I'm trying to get hold of him, and if he's listening, if you can reply to your emails and voicemails, I will sort out some PR and stuff, and we will help you on your way to Dover. I can't believe the lads are away from their mic, so I was going to ask him to reply. But would you ever, in the right mind, consider walking from Birkenhead to Dover?
Do you know what? For the right reason, I genuinely would, and I do think that is the right reason.
It's 290 odd miles.
I love doing like charity things.
6 days.
For the right reason, I would, and good on them, because things like that are the right reason, and it's Birkenhead and the world as a whole has really pulled together for young Edie. So I hope enough money gets raised that she can.
Absolutely a great cause, and it's absolutely a great thing he's doing. Over a marathon a day, he's got to walk. That's a long way.
How much is he paying him?
Well,
him nothing, it's charity.
Yeah, but he's going to
pay him as much as you would want.
No, I mean, how much did he pocket in from it?
He's not pocketing a penny.
Come on, you know what these charities are like. No, in all seriousness, my mate's doing a charity ab sale in a couple of weeks for it, Paul Finnegan, for the same appeal. I didn't know about it. He's like shared it on Facebook a few times, and I spoke to him about it. He said it's really hit home with him because he's the fella who it is. Like my mate, he's there. He's married, got 2 kids, and he's a builder as well. And the fella whose kid it is the same as him. He's a builder. He's married, and he said it's really hit home with him. So he's doing a I forget where it is. I'll find it now. He's doing a sponsored ab sale.
Tweet at Tranmere Moves and I'll retweet it.
Yeah, I'll text him now. Because can you imagine? It's any child going through anything is horrible because you can't. Like, it's not fair. It's just horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just does not. He's doing a charity ab sale down the Liso Lighthouse on the 22nd of April for the Spider Edie appeal.
So we will retweet that as well.
Yeah, I'll text him after I've done this and tell him to tweet Tranmere.
And we'll get all that sorted.
Yeah, they're trying to raise £300 each, so they can raise £9 grand. There's 30 of them doing it.
Sounds good cause. Right, I've not even finished the ad break. End of season awards coming up on the 22nd.
We are hosting that, aren't we? We do a live podcast.
We're not hosting.
Unbelievable.
Well, I've not been approached anyway.
Balls from it again, Jake. Me and you.
We might be able to sneak in.
Sneak in, alright.
But we probably won't get fed and watered.
Me and Jake will do that thing where we'll wear a long coat and it'll go on my shoulders.
Anyway.
We'll make sure we're already watered by the time we get there.
That fridge over there is looking
anyway, it's taking place in the Marquee Sunday the 22nd of April, I think. Again, details. Yeah, it is. Details are on the website if you want to get down, and I'm sure they'll be voting the awards in the coming weeks.
Podcast of the season.
Yeah, we've got competition.
Oh, go on.
Rovers Rearguard have launched a podcast, so we've got competition.
Is Rovers Rearguard still going?
Well, it's relaunched this year.
Oh, is it? I remember that back in the day.
Yeah. So we do have competition.
So I thought you meant we had a competition to give something away.
We've got competition for podcast of the year now.
Oh God!
And I doubt that we're going to win. But never mind.
Well, who votes?
Anyway, finally, season tickets are on sale. Get yours soon. www.trfctickets.co.uk. There's also prize draws and stuff like that if you buy it early. So, what are you waiting for? Just go and buy your season ticket. It'll be a mad season again.
Can't we?
All good.
Can't we have remember we used to give away those terrible shirts?
Yeah, I still got some.
They were terrible.
Yeah. I've still got some good terrible ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I need a terrible shirt.
Marcus Holness's shirt from
not the Carbrini.
2014-15.
The yellow one.
The Carbrini one, the bright yellow one that we wore only twice. Maybe at Carlisle. Somewhere else. We had a blue and white kit that season.
We wore the yellow one quite a lot. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
No, not the feeler one. It's a bright yellow.
What was the away?
So the away was the blue feeler, the sky blue feeler.
Ah.
The white,
like the checkered blue feeler.
Yeah.
White Carbrini top, and then because Carlisle played in blue with a little bit of white, we had to bring out like a bright yellow shirt. So there's not many of these around.
Can I come have a look at this after this? I didn't really remember this.
Yeah.
And
anyway, it's in my cupboard somewhere.
Where is your cupboard now? Is it still up there in the old?
Well, what used to be my office.
Oh, can we go up there after this? I'd like.
Yeah, we will. But yeah, I've still got loads of random stuff.
Why don't we give
anyway,
one
that's the end of our break, and we'll move on.
And that is the end of Paul Harper's 4-hour ad break.
Yeah.
Right. Got a few little topics, and we'll wrap it up.
Right. Obviously, you will have heard that Will Radio are no more. So Will Radio is no longer broadcasting. However, don't despair, because I'm not commentating no more.
Oh,
So everyone on the Cowsheds will be delighted by this news.
Is this the news? Was this the breaking news you had?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not going to be me and Andy. It's going to be Phil Wilco and A.N. Other. Starting from this weekend, I believe.
Do you know what, Paul? I mean, it frees you up to do a lot more.
Yeah, so hopefully the social media side should be a lot better, because I've literally just been
You'll still be sat next to him in the press box, won't you?
Yeah.
So you can take over if need be. You can do some punditry.
You can still scream very loud.
Yeah, I can shout very loud, and you'll be able to hear it on all the videos. Anyway, so which is what happened to me. So just not random.
I think we should point out there, Jake, because Paul won't say it himself, because he's a very modest person. And we can't go into too much detail about stuff, but there wouldn't have been any commentaries this season if Paul hadn't took upon himself to do it himself.
Exactly. And
less than a couple of days before the season started, there was nothing in place, and without again going into too much, there would not have been any commentaries, home or away. And bad enough for us lot being who go to home games, not being able to listen to aways, but there's a hell of a lot of exiles out there who, you know, all the Southern SWA who need to listen to their home games, and there would have been, as of 2 days before the start of the season, there was going to be no commentary, no official commentary. Not everyone can pick up with a radio. I can't get it in my house. I only live by the Queens.
Exactly, and I think Paul touched on it then himself, where he said, and the social media will be back on, because Paul, he didn't ask anyone to take over Twitter or anything. He literally, for where are we now, 80% of the season, has commentated. He's done his social media. He's sorted out
Facebook,
he's
Twitter,
sorted out the 25 people who are all sat in the press box.
And Instagram. Yeah, and you've sorted out the press box, yeah.
So, as much as people might say maybe the output of Paul's service isn't perfect, if you say he's got an 8 out of 10 on this, and this, then overall he's got a 40 out of 10. So really, he's done quite well to do a very good service all across 5 different platforms.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. But yeah, thank you.
Well, it's just one of them where people have a go, and it's well, don't listen.
It's far from easy. We started it last season. I just thought, you recognise the players, and you're talking. The game takes place at 100 miles an hour, even at this level, and it's so.
Well, me and Jake will tell you very, very quickly when we're co-commentators. We're not play-by-play. Doing play-by-play commentary on the radio, because it's different. You know what? Doing it on the TV will be a lot easier because they can see what's going on. Doing radio play-by-play commentary on any sporting event is so hard. It is an art. And Derek Jones, there's a reason why these people are professionals and have done it for so many years, is because it is an art form to do it. To be able to take what you're seeing and describe it in a way that people at home can take it in and go,
and describe it perfectly in time. You know, you haven't got 5 seconds talk, then it's 5 seconds quiet on the radio.
Yeah.
It's got to you can't just, you're not born being able to do that, and for it to roll off your tongue and you for 90 minutes. But either way, what Paul gave was, maybe it wasn't for 90 minutes, but what he gave was good enough to listen to.
Do that again.
I'm sure I never did that. Anyway, I wasn't underwater.
No wonder people didn't like. We hear it's over.
I was very cold at a lot of grounds, but anyway.
What was the one you did? It was indoors last year. Was that Chelmsford? Didn't it?
That was
you were in the social.
We were in like a weird small glass corridor. We were in between a gym and a football. And for some reason, when we went up,
where the timers and stuff, because it's an athletic stadium.
Oh, so
where the finish line.
They
had a box like we're in now in the media suite.
That's good.
Where they had all the timing machines and stuff.
That's good.
talking of timing machines, we've been going on for some time.
Only an hour and a half.
So
from now
look
on,
ahead to
it's Phil and
what's
Andy
ahead.
doing the commentaries.
No Phil and another, maybe Dave Higgins for home games.
A rotating cast of guests.
Yeah.
Eh?
So we'll see. But it should all start on Saturday. I hope I'm not breaking any kind of. I don't think so. But
Breaking news.
It should be.
I'll put this out tonight.
Oh, good.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening anyway. So there we go.
So
right, let's look ahead to the next few weeks. What we're looking forward to. How do we think we're going to be doing?
well, we got Dagenham.
10 games to go.
We've got.
League's gone.
It's not.
League's gone.
It's not.
It's gone. Jake.
I'm not gonna. I've said it before.
Jake, give it up.
I'm not gonna go the way I go every year, where they're gonna drop points. The wheels will fall off because
We've been here
I've
before.
ran that one dry the last few years. But I still think I said it to you two at the start of the day. I said personally, I think we're gonna come top 2. Where we come in the top 2 is in Macclesfield's hands. That is my.
They would take a Newcastle 1995 level collapse.
They would, but
Newcastle, I just don't see it. Like I say, last
Newcastle
year.
done it in 1995.
Yeah, but last year
It's
we've sat here at this stage of the season going, Lincoln. All we need is Lincoln to draw 2 games.
But that's
Lincoln aren't going to win every game.
At no
the year
point
before, we were
that,
like, all we need is Braintree to lose a couple of games with the games in hand. They're going to lose. It's Braintree. They're going to lose a couple of. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And at the minute now, if you offered me 2nd or 3rd, I'd bite your hand off. It's so tight, especially after last night's results. God, they were bad results for us. Everyone else picking up the points that they.
Every single team in the top 9 who played last night won.
It seems like there's become like a disconnect between the top 8 and 9 and everyone else.
Yeah. Well, let's wait and see. We can't control what other teams do, so we just got to keep trying, picking up 3 points.
That's why I've said get yourself into voodoo.
And there's a huge.
Not the hairdressers on Bold Street.
There is a huge
sway,
like tradition and pattern of the team who do very well in the last 10 games do well.
Well, momentum.
Exactly. We broke that last year, I suppose. But there is a huge.
Yeah, we broke it all right.
There's a massive pattern. If you go into the playoffs playing well, then Bob's your uncle. So the next 10 games, whether Macclesfield win all 10, lose 8, I don't care. For me, go and win 8 of the last 10 games. And at least 8 of the last 10 games, and we'll go from there.
Win 8 of the last 10 games, and we finish in the top 3.
Yeah.
We'll go from there.
I mean, only Mac have got a game in hand now. That was all the games in hand done last night, weren't it?
Yeah, some teams now,
Boreham
I think Dover have now played more than us.
Boreham would have got a game in hand, and Mac, that's it, innit? So.
And I'm guessing if they're the only two with a game in hand, that's against each other.
No, I mean the only 2 with a game in hand around us. Well, because Boreham Wood's game got called off the other day.
Boreham Wood are playing Macclesfield on the TV.
Oh, what a game.
Be a good watch.
Yeah.
What if there's an
They're allowing the cameras in, can you believe that?
Unbelievable.
I was telling someone in the pub about this the other day.
We still got Bournemouth away, haven't we?
I was like,
yeah.
We've got some tough games.
Yeah.
That's my concern.
We may not be able to provide commentary for that.
I've got some real concerns about our running.
Might have to
do it on the terrace.
GoFundMe.
Oh.
Or if we all make the trip down and can't pay for the match ticket, if we stand outside the ground, Paul's very shouty, so we might be able to hear Paul just shouting to us from outside.
You can shout updates and we'll do it live outside. We'll sit in the car.
Yeah. Oh, you could just have a satellite here.
Probably cheaper than paying Boreham Wood. Yeah. Well, what's the?
Or we'll all chip in. We'll get Paul an iPhone, and Paul can FaceTime us. We'll all get in. We'll set the camera up at the bottom of the cop. We'll all sit in the cop. And
we'll beam it.
FaceTime us.
We'll beam it back. We've got Dagenham on Saturday. We've still got to go to Boreham Wood and Dover.
Yeah.
They're tough games. Chester, I know that they're doing terribly at the minute, but it's a derby game. They'll raise the game. That's not going to be an easy game. We've still got Aldershot to come here. Eastleigh.
Gateshead.
I mean, God, you know what? I had a horrible thought last night where I went, we are by no means guaranteed a place in this top 7 at all.
I was going to use the word.
Pessimism?
I was going to use the word no divine right.
What's with the pessimism? You see this football club?
Yeah, no divine right, but come on.
I was going to use the word no divine right, but the last man who said that got booed out, so I'm gonna keep my mouth zipped.
You say it's a tough place to go about anywhere. I'll throw you through that window.
It is a tough place to go.
Hang on, have you
not
not
the
just
opposition? No.
have you not just said Dover's a tough place to go, Boreham
Well,
Wood?
you just said
But I bet
that.
you when Gary said that, you were boo.
Yeah.
Boreham Wood's not a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to get to. It wasn't a tough place to go 2 years ago.
Boreham
It's a
Wood's
tough place to walk to. A fella is walking to Dover. Anyway.
I think if you get walking there is the easy part. Getting to the hill at the bottom. When you get off the coast of Dover, Matt, there is a hill.
Right,
Bigger than the
guy.
top.
The guy with the golf buggy has got to pick this fella up.
Oh, he needs it. He's going to need it. There's a hill at the... But
stay ground literally on the white cliffs.
you get dropped at like the bottom of the cop. Imagine the cop times like 5. That's the hill.
You walk up a hill there.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's that bad.
Northampton's grounds at the top of the hill as well.
It's that bad that it's genuinely poor to make it up. There's a fella with a golf buggy who takes like elderly
takes, like, the elderly
you couldn't walk it.
No?
That was when Jake affected that. Oh God.
Yeah.
Coming back from ACL. pushed the granny over to get on the back.
Me, Jay Borden, and Liam Coots all limped off, like helped each other off the coaster. Excuse me, mate.
You and Norwood on the back of it. Terrible. So it's going to be I think it's going to be an agonising, nail-biting last month. How long's left? Like 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? Ugh.
Yeah, 6-7 weeks. 10 games to go. Looking forward to it.
All to play for.
Yeah.
It's going to be the playoffs if we have to do it. And this new
It's looking more likely.
and this playoff,
what will be.
This new playoff system scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, because I don't fully understand it.
Well, it's one game.
Yeah.
One game, and we.
But here.
Oh, maybe we'll play like we did against Macclesfield.
Yeah,
That's my concern, because if you the thing with the playoffs always was it was 2 legs. You have a bad day, you've still got to shout. Look at Aldershot last year. They came in, they nearly pulled themselves back into it. You have a bad day, you're finished.
There was a minute when they scored their second goal. There was only about 5 minutes left, but when they scored their second goal, I was like, oh my god, we're going to lose.
No,
we are not going to
They
Wembley.
scored their second about 5 minutes into the second half.
Well, either way, when they scored the second
And
half,
everyone in the ground went,
oh my god, it's over.
See, it's that
over.
kind of mentality we need to get out of.
we were 4-0 up. In any other game, we were a half time in the second leg, we were 4-0 up.
And then it very quickly went to 4-2.
Yeah, but the
and
mind of a Tranmere, that's only a Tranmere fan can think that way. We're 4-2 up. And
do you know why we think that way? Because we've seen it before.
Yeah, but we've got to get out of that mentality. I don't think it helps. So all the fans are thinking, oh my word. And that rubs off on the players, I'm telling you. Get positive thinking, everyone.
We need something, like, we can't just be positive. We need something to be positive about, instead of like, oh no.
You're fearing the worst when we're 4-2 up.
Because normally I fear the worst, and then at the end they go, bloody hell, you were right there, you know. And I go, yeah, no. We're going to get relegated. Am I right, Tranmere fans?
I've got a lot of work to do, haven't I? So kind of turn this one
It's
around.
not pessimism if it turns out to be correct.
No,
I'm a very optimistic person.
So am I, in everything other than Tranmere.
And do you know what?
Tranmere.
I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm a very optimistic person with Tranmere. And only until the last 2 years it's probably been 10 times out of 10. But recently it's starting to, the optimism...
Grind you down.
Yeah, it's grinding the optimism down. I'm still optimistic. You can't say I'm not, because I'm the only person sat in this room at the minute who said we're 1,000,000% going to finish top 2. And Macclesfield dependent could still win the league.
Yeah, I think we will.
Macclesfield dependent.
I still think we're going to win the league, you know.
Paul, what are you on? You 8 Mile High, you're gangster tripping.
What was in that cookie?
Well, where'd you get them, Amsterdam?
I still think it's all to play for.
If we win the league, I'll buy both of you half a lager shandy. Sweat like that, I mean, sweaty palms.
Right, that's on camera. Only half. Surely you can stretch your pint.
No, half each. So you were getting a
Oh,
half.
a pint? No, a pint each.
You're getting a half each.
Yeah.
No, sorry, half between you. You're getting a quarter of a pint.
Quarter of a pint.
Yeah. You can still. I've got quarter pint glasses and ours.
Excellent.
Hey, I'm not made the money. The tax man took it all.
Dear. Right.
That's not an incentive for the players. What is?
Oh yeah. I'm sure they're listening to this
Yeah.
and they're thinking, right, we've got to win Paul and Jake that quarter pint.
Yeah.
It's watered down with lemonade to start with.
I'm not saying the trust 10 water babies down. What are you saying, Paul?
Well, you said you said no, you said shandy.
Yeah, shandy.
Anyway, right, I'm just watering down the beer. I'm not watering.
Half a lager and lime shandy top.
Okay, so, right.
Between you.
Okay, that's all to play for then. Right, let's wrap this shenanigans up because we're getting into more trouble.
No, okay. Socials, Jake.
At JKO, double H.
Double H. Still haven't got rid of that.
The less said, the better.
Yeah. At Matt Hibbert.
At Paul Alberti for all the abuse. For everything Tranmere related, at Tranmere Rovers on Twitter and Instagram, TRFC Official on Facebook, Official Tranmere Rovers on YouTube, and
At TRFC Snaps. Can Jake get back on the Snapchat, please?
Maybe not.
it is something we're trying to do, and now that I've got a bit more time on match day, possibly,
Yeah.
might be able to do.
I miss Jake just walking around the pitch. Remember the Aldershot game? My mum was like, "Who's that kid there on the pitch?" And he just walked up into the crowd, but wasn't it? Like your steward's like, "Who's this kid?" And he's just walking around like he's like serenading the fans, like he's the mice. I think he went
no point in this happened.
There's no lap of honour at the end of the season.
So was I.
Throwing the shirt into the crowd.
So was I.
Yeah, right. This year, Paul, you better believe I'm getting on that lap of honour. I don't care.
I'll go for it, yeah.
Can you get me access onto the pitch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just shout, oi, Paul.
My secret, pretend you're videoing.
Just everybody, and everyone think he's a member of staff.
Next year's lap of honour, there'll be about 4,000 fans on the pitch.
I've got a GoPro. I've got a head clamp for my GoPro.
Where that?
I'm making part of it.
This year there'll be about 3,000 fans on the pitch, all just pretending to video.
No, can't me and Jake,
The players will be sat in the stands while we do a lap of honour.
We'll put on like a Tranmere kit and just walk around, and everyone's like, hang on a minute. Like, because them fans who think they know all the youth team players, and they'll be like, it's a bit old for him. He must have had a tough paper around.
Who's that Inter Milan player who he's supposed to be like 16, he looks about 34.
There was one from last
year,
year,
and it was like,
Jesus Christ.
He said he was like, he played in the under-18s World Cup.
And there's one.
It was like Canu.
Borussia Dortmund, I've got one of them who scores a hat-trick every week for the under-13s, but he's like 7'1". He's built like Steve McNulty, and he plays for the under-13s.
Well, have you ever seen that photo of Lukaku when he was playing like under-14s in Belgium?
Oh yeah, and he's
the
stood in the
size
centre.
he is now.
He's stood in the centre circle with that little lad, isn't he?
And he's literally just like got the lad, picks him up by the head and just throws him. And you think, there used to be a lad, and we'll wrap up after this. Anyone who played, I'm 33 now. I played Wallace League, and there was a lad.
You've not mentioned this.
For New Brighton Saints, well, 70 goals in the season. That's But his name was Gilly. He played for New Brighton Saints. I swear to God.
Oh, Gilly.
He was like Peter Crouch. He was 6'7" when we were 13, and all they used to do was cross it in and score. We had our centre halves like 5 foot. They're just crossing it in, and he's just banging in headers. And we're like, what are we supposed to do? It shouldn't be allowed.
While I was playing from 13s to 15s, I had a lad playing on the right next to me called Louis, and he was giant.
You had a muzzy when you were 10.
Absolute giant. Nicest lad you'll ever meet, but an absolute giant. And I'll tell you what, the left back had to do some work that season. Because every ball that got 1 foot, the other team centre mid, you'd look up and you go, whoa, get that way, just step down the right.
Hit him, like, put your fag out. Hit him.
We are not going by the big man. We will go down the other. And our left back was about 4 foot, so everyone, they were just double, triple, quadrupling up on the left back just to stay away from the big right back.
They're like getting on people's shoulders at the corner. It's ridiculous though. It's like you turn up and there's always be one team in your league, and you turn up and you're like 12, like your kids, and they're like smoking. They've all got muzzies, and you're like, this is not like someone check their passports. We're not playing this game.
It's like they've got the dad playing up front.
He's just stuck the ciggy out on my arm. Yeah, it's like, come on, is this Dad's v lads? He's got a flat cap on.
He was actually a very good defender, very nice lad, very good defender as well. But it just helped his cause that he was like, I reckon he was probably 6'3".
It's not fair, like people like
14.
Junior football shouldn't just be done on age, should be done on sizes as well. Genuinely,
like how boxers do weight categories, you play and you
But like the thing is, now if you're like the younger you are, they don't play. I remember when we were playing under 10s and we were playing on a full size pitch. What's the point of that?
Yeah.
What is the point that you can't learn?
That is a waste.
You can't learn anything on that, can you? It's ridiculous. Like, whoever is the biggest and strongest will be better because there's more space. Now they play on smaller pitches with smaller goals. And I was probably scored 140 if that was it. Now
smaller goals.
To be fair, Paul, I scored 70 goals under 14s, which is quite a high standard.
Yeah.
So
full size goals.
Yeah.
The goalie's still.
Not under 14. No. Well, like I said, Paul, they all had muzzies and they were all smoking.
Yeah, not the goalkeepers.
Yeah, especially them. They're all grizzled, aren't they? With there smoking, flat cap on. The 50s were a different time, Paul. The tram was king.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah. Right then. We've been going for 5 hours and 19 minutes.
Excellent. Sure nobody's switched off just yet.
No, it's no one switched on.
So yeah, that was This is Tranmere, March 2018. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Did we discuss the listening figures on the last one?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. But we will publish these, I think, at some point. Very impressive.
I mean, I'll try and keep them updated.
Not that we want to blow our own trumpets.
No, but
if we could, we would.
Yeah, I mean, nearly 14,000 downloads on iTunes in a year. 14,000.
Yeah,
and
good.
130,000 listens and streams on all platforms.
Yeah.
So,
in about a year.
Yeah. So
that's not bad.
What the hell's JK doing? It's not Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I'll end with that question. We'll end with that. So if anyone's listened to the end, I want to get their opinion on my Titanic Jurassic Park mashup.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, let me find it. There it is.
By the way, do you know when you see people, just so I'll explain when everyone's saying what am I doing, do you know when you see people, like, you see them pictures when someone's gone all day and like holding the sun? We're all filming this and I've just been,
you've been trying to hold
I've had my hand over the front of the camera, picking Matt and Paul up by the heads.
Oh, like that big lad in your team used to do?
Yeah. When the winger tries to run past him, he just...
Here we go, so we'll end with this. So if you've listened this far, make sure you tweet at Matt Hibbert, at Paul Harper82, at Jake Keogh with a double H, and at Tranmere Rovers because they want to get in on this. What you think? I've come up with the film. It's Titanic versus Jurassic Park. It's like Alien v Predator, two of the biggest 90s films mashed together in a reboot. And we can't decide what the plot's going to be. We've got 3 options. Okay. It's going to be dinosaurs on the Titanic somehow. Yeah, imagine it. Crazy.
That many, the exact same amount of humans, all dinosaurs.
No, just the exact same plot of Titanic, but there's dinosaurs on it, and whatever happens, happens. So
you're
still
dead
stinks, but like...
You're dead before it's even so.
Well, maybe you go, do I want to drown in these icy waters or get devoured by a velociraptor? Okay. Jack! Or while they're in the car, hand goes up on the sweaty window, and then she gets eaten by a Tyrannosaurus. Or B, the Titanic hits the iceberg and then crashes into the island that Jurassic Park is on. Island Negler, isn't it?
Yeah.
So rather than all being stuck on the water, they all get onto the island.
Think, and
instead of fighting the cold waters, they're fighting dinosaurs.
Exactly. I think that's a real hit. Or, and this is the popular choice for my friend Paul Stott, the exact same plot of Jurassic Park, but instead of dinosaurs, there's loads of Titanics running around killing people. So little flying Titanics, big massive Tyrannosaurus sized Titanic.
Excellent.
How does like obviously a dinosaur bite you? How does the Titanic kill you?
Jake, don't ask questions. Right? I've given you the plot. What more do you want?
I can't visualise. Does it run you over?
CGI. Like the CGI lads will sort that out. The boffins in the studio with the computers.
No, but does the boats have like lasers to laser you, or does it run you over, or does it have a
lasers?
mouth?
Did the Titanic have lasers?
Well, nobody has a mouth. So it can only run you over then, is what I'm guessing.
It's got, like
you just get ran over by a big boat.
The Titanic's, I don't know if they've got little feet that can make them run.
It throws an anchor at you. Like the flying one just swings an anchor.
What about Kate?
Flies over. Right, an anchor off the back of the head.
It fires icebergs at you. That's topical.
I like that. It picks you up.
It's topical, yeah.
A mini Titanic picks you up, takes you and crashes itself, like suicide bombing, like
crashes you into an iceberg.
Puts you on its own back and crashes you and itself into an iceberg.
There you go, what's in that?
I'm having it.
I'll ring Spielberg now.
Yeah, so, an exciting development.
Oh God, what a film!
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? We could turn it into a trilogy and do all three of them plots. To be honest, it's got legs. It's as good as written.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
So they get in touch.
Can't wait for the premiere.
What you think? You're not invited either, have you? We'll do it in the 10th.
I've
I've always said as soon as I achieve that level of fame, all my friends that I've got now, see you, a lot of you,
Excellent. Cheers.
in the bin.
Thank you.
I'll be hanging around with the real stars, Barrymore, Tarrant, the real A-list lads. John
Connie.
Yeah, John O'Coleman, all of them, all the lads.
Chris
Chris Moyles. Anyone who's had a breakfast show in the last 20 years. Johnny Vaughan. Yeah, Jake was watching a bit of Johnny Vaughan earlier, weren't you? And I don't mean the big breakfast. Wait, that out, copyright on his lang fans.
Right. Thank you for listening. This is Tranmere March 2018. Cheers for tuning in. Thanks for continuing to support the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll be back in April. Hopefully, looking ahead to the last few fixtures of the season.
Not the playoffs again.
Possibly the playoffs. And all the good stuff that's coming up, including the end of season awards. So, yeah, cheers for tuning in. From myself, from Matthew, from Jake. See you later.
See you later. Suwaname!